All right, I am standing here next to a big pile, a big nasty bush of Multiflora rose. Now, if you're not familiar with it, it's an invasive species. It's all across kind of central and southern U.S. And yeah, it's a rose bush, and it gets these nice little white flowers. And when it's blooming, it smells really good. And it looks pretty when it's got all the flowers all over it. But let me flip the camera here. As you can see, the rose hips that it produces, they don't get much bigger than this. So they're itty bitty, basically worthless. It's just all seeds, you know. I guess you could still use it if you were a glutton for punishment, I guess. You could gather all those and you could do something out of them, but they're really small compared to the other roses that are known for rose hips. These ones are really small, hard to do anything with. And so this rose bush is just prolific. It's invasive, grows everywhere. It's got, you know, really nice big thorns, so tears you up when you're trying to just walk around. But is there anything that we can do with it? That's the question, right? Well, if you have goats, you know, goats love to eat pretty much anything that's shrubby, so they'll take care of it for sure. I think someone was saying that sheep will even eat it. But what I found a good use, what I found as a good use for it, for me, is that I keep rabbits. And I found that my rabbits actually love to eat this stuff. So one nice thing about it is you got these, you know, more green parts here that are pretty soft, so they can just chew that up no problem. But you've also got the stems, and these woodier parts are actually good for their teeth. So I'll give them the majority green stuff, you know, new growth, but then I'll also throw some woody stems in there for them to chew on to control their teeth. So I was thinking about ripping this one out, but then it's been such a nice thing to have this endless supply of roughage for the rabbits. So I've just left this one, but I keep harvesting it aggressively, and it keeps on growing. So I'm gonna keep using this. Maybe in the future I'll want to utilize this space differently. Right now my plan for this area is just for it to turn into a bamboo grove. I've got several little baby bamboo plants planted all along behind this rose bush. So eventually I'll probably cut it out and just let the bamboo occupy this space. But for now, I'm going to use it for the rabbits. And so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to cut up a bunch of it and we're going to feed them. Alright, well here we are. I've got a bunch of grow outs here. All these half-grown bunnies. About to get some rose bushes. Here we go. It's definitely a good idea to wear gloves when you're doing this. Oh, this stuff is nasty. I also grabbed some blackberries. Another thorny nightmare. Wild blackberries. And they love to eat those too, so here we go. You guys need some too, don't you? Whoops. Sorry, bunnies. Got a thorny mess on your face. That's alright, they have lots of padding. So these guys are kind of a funny mix. They are 3/4 New Zealand and 1/4 lion's mane. We got a couple half New Zealand, half lion's mane rabbits from our friend, and they're about the same size as just regular New Zealand as adults, but they just have fun hairdos, so it's kind of fun. But you know, we're not really selling these guys too much. We're just raising them up for meat, just for ourselves. But and obviously I'm also utilizing all of the rabbit manure in the garden, so they're helping the garden, and they're providing us with food, and they're also helping to eat these weeds that we don't really have a use for. So they're eating the invasive plants. Looks like he's gnawing on that twig. Oh, he's eating the leaves. Yeah, they will eat everything, stems and all. Like I was saying, the really woody parts are good for them to gnaw and to help control their teeth, since their teeth are always growing. Alright, it's getting hot. I'm gonna get their water bowls put back in here and just leave them to their thing. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna be trying to make videos every Tuesday and Thursday, so that's gonna be my schedule, and there's a lot more to come. Thanks.